Hey guys, Esther here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are making ragout. It's a French dish that is made with potato, but today I made mine with some sweet potatoes, some meats, some vegetables, and other good stuff. If you are interested, stay tuned so you can learn how to make this easy, delicious meal. We'll go right into working with our seasoning. So what I have right here, I have fennel seeds, whole black pepper, some coriander seeds, some rosemary, and some thyme. And I'm going to roast this on the fire for about 1 to 2 minutes and then remove it from the fire and we'll blend that with our onion. So I'm using right now a small red onion and small 4 shallots. All right, I'm going to cut all of this together and then put it in my blender along with my seasoning. Now that my onion and the shallot is in the blender, go ahead and add your roasted seasoning in there as well with a little water and blend it and place it on the side. The next step is to work on the meat. So here's the beef that I'm using, it's beef meat, and I'm not going to be using everything. You guys will see that later. I'm cooking 2 different meals right now, and they both start at the same way. So I'm doing some jollof rice at the same time as well. So go ahead and cut the meat, the shape and the size that you want. We will then place that in our pot once it is cut and move to the next step. Once that is done, we begin seasoning the meat. We use chicken oil in there. We use some pink salt. I have here some sage, ground sage. Put that in there. Use any seasoning of choice, and then we'll go ahead and add some white pepper on there as well. Then we'll go ahead and add all the onion and the seasoning that we had in there that has been blended on there, and mix everything together. Put a little bit of water and we will let that cook for some time, and then we'll move to the next step. I went ahead and added some garlic powder as well on there. We can cook some meat with some garlic powder now, and then move to the next step. I added a bit more water on this before I place it on the fire. I just didn't capture it on camera. This meal, here's the vegetable I'm going to be using: some carrots, tomato, green beans, onion, and I'll also be adding some extra vegetables later on, and some sweet potatoes. And here is the meat. This is how it's looking right now. I'm going to remove some of the meat and what I'm going to be using to make this delicious meal. Okay, I'm not going to be using everything. The remainder is going to go for my jollof rice. After removing the meat, I realized that it was a bit bigger for what I'm trying to make, so I decided to start cutting the meat as small as I could. Alright, so that's what I'm doing right now, and I will do that for the rest of what I'm going to be using for this meal. And once the cutting was done, here's how much it became, and then we will proceed to start frying the meat. Yep, fry it up, and then we move to the next step. Keep stirring the meat while it's on the fire so it doesn't burn, and once it's brown, remove it off the fire and proceed to the next step. I'll go ahead and make a little bit of sauce to put in the food, and I have 1 bell pepper here, and I'll add 2 habanero peppers and some onion, 1 onion in there, and I'll go ahead and also add some garlic and some red bell pepper in there and blend everything together. Now I realized that it was a little bit full, so I removed a little bit off so I can blend them in patches. Also added 1 Maggi cube in there, and then this is me adding the garlic, chopped garlic on there, and then we're going to blend everything together. So I went ahead and cut all my vegetables. This is how it looks like. In that pot is the fried meat, and I'm adding some shallot on there. The next step is to add the tomato paste and the green pepper that we mixed earlier with the pepper and that good stuff. I'm going to add there. You can add as much as you want. I will add about 4 or 5 in there. I will start with 2, then I'll add another 1 to make it 3, and add some water on there, and then always taste for salt. This has pepper in there based on your preference. You can add more if you wish. It is up to you. That is done, you're going to cover it and let it boil for some minutes, and this is how it's supposed to look like. The next step is to add your potato in there. Always again taste for salt before you proceed. We add the tomatoes and the carrots in there, and then move to the next step. The next step, go ahead and add some water and mix it up, and then add some better than bouillon seasoning on there. I realized there's not enough salt, so I added some in there, and I went ahead and added some extra water in there as well, and cover it up, boil it, cook it. What I end up doing, I added extra water off camera, but you don't want to do that. When you put too much water, you don't want it to become soggy, okay? So I end up removing the excess water as well. And the next step, you want to add your vegetables. I have my green beans in there, my tomatoes and my onion are going in there. Next, I went ahead and added some cabbage on there as well. I cut it up. It's a quarter of a cabbage, and I cut it in cubes and then detach it and add it there. It is optional. And the next thing you see is my unsalted butter. I put that on there as well. Turn it up, stir it very quickly, and let it cook for extra 10 minutes. You taste for salt. I did that, and I went ahead and added some extra seasoning, some white pepper, some black pepper, and a little bit of chicken nut on there. Turn everything up, then you just let it cook, and we're almost done. So stir everything up once that is done, and I went ahead and added one habanero pepper in there for the extra heat. Okay, I actually y'all know that already. Continue stirring to make sure all the seasoning is evenly coated, and we are going to cook this some more. So let's go. Okay. After about 5 minutes, I went ahead and added some oil on there. This is the oil that I used to fry the meat. So put that on there because I really didn't have enough oil. And I will go ahead and add my sweet peas at this time. And then you want to stir it up and taste for salt. Always taste for salt. If the taste is good for you, just continue. If it's not, go ahead and add a little bit salt or whatever seasoning you prefer, and then continue to the next step. Remember, the name of this game is stirring, okay? I stir a lot, even a lot off camera. So keep stirring your food while it's on the fire, while it's covered every so often. Come back and check on it, and then proceed to the next step. Otherwise, it can get burned. You don't want this to be burned, okay? And here is what we have right now. It is finally cooked, y'all. This is what you want, the consistency that you want. Keep looking at your food, keep stirring, and then it is ready to be served. Let me show you guys how it turns out. I later realized that the video was not capturing the plate that I was serving, but I did this again. So this is what it came to look like, y'all. When I tell you this meal is delicious, I'm telling you, I need to make this meal because it tastes so good. It is healthy as well. If you're looking to eat food that is on low on carb, this is a good tool. You can switch it up. You don't have to use the meat if you don't want to. So make sure you make this. I'm just putting some parsley on there for garnishing, and this is the meal. I will do that another plate that will turn that into a heart shape, but this is great for lunch ideas, dinner ideas. It is up to you. Okay, so guys, thank you for watching this video. If you love this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Okay guys, give me a thumbs up and comment below and share with somebody else. Let them know Queen Esther is back and she's making them videos. Love you all. Until next time, au revoir, salut.